NMS graduates. Wanted to talk to each one of you about some opportunities that we have coming up this coming year. We're going to be launching a brand new program that we're calling the Leadership Academy. And this is designed specifically to be a next step after the ministry school. I love the ministry school and how it is able to, in 9 months, transform someone's life and really equip them to do a lot of ministry. But many times after 9 months, a graduated student isn't ready to fully jump into full-time ministry. So there's an additional step needed before they're able to make that step. So what we're looking to do is really add a second tier to what we've been doing through the ministry school and create a second year program that is designed to help equip people to be able to ultimately be able to go into full-time ministry. So what we're looking to do is we are looking to really help complete the training that started through NMS. And our goal is that after somebody completes the Leadership Academy, they're ready to jump into a staff position in some place. The other thing to kind of share with you is we at APC are always looking for new people to join our staff as we're growing, as we're launching new campuses. There's always a position that we're looking to fill. So we want to really help to develop the people that are already within our network and already have our DNA. One thing that's very challenging when we're looking to fill staff positions is finding people that align with our beliefs and that fit with our DNA and understand where we're going. So would love to be able to raise people up from within our organization and who already have our DNA and equip them to be able to fill some of those staff positions. Now, what we're looking to do is launch this Leadership Academy, and it's really accomplishing three main purposes. The first one is to create a strong pipeline within our organization where we have people that start in our organization, in our church, and are able to take the next step and the next step and the next step until they're fully released into ministry. So a lot of people that are going to the Northeast Ministry School are people that have started in Allison Park Church. That's not always the case, but probably at least half of them are coming through our ministries. A lot of them are high school students that have gone through our youth ministry or people that started serving in ministry and want to take the next step. So we want to create that strong pipeline, and we recognize that after NMS, there's a significant appetite for something else to continue to train in ministry. So the first thing that we want to do is really create that strong pipeline. Next thing we want to do is we want to connect young leaders with strategic mentors. We recognize that there's a lot of things that can happen in a classroom that are great and wonderful, but there's nothing that can replace a one-on-one mentorship where there's one person speaking into your life and challenging you and helping you to overcome the obstacles that you have and equipping you to do the ministry that God has called you to do. So the Leadership Academy is designed to pair people with someone who's doing the ministry that they ultimately want to do. So if we have somebody that wants to eventually become a youth pastor, we want to connect them with our current youth pastors, have them spend some time together, to work together, to serve in ministry together, and for the youth pastor to mentor the Leadership Academy students. Same thing in other departments, children's ministry, worship ministry, some of our campus pastors. So that mentoring from somebody that is several years ahead of you is really a key thing that we want to accomplish. And then the third thing is we want to release people to part-time and full-time ministry positions at APC and beyond. We've been able to plant a ton of churches over the past few years, and there's a lot of people who just have staffing needs. We want to be able to be that bridge to connect people, and I get phone calls constantly where pastors are saying, "Hey, do you have somebody that can fill this position for me?" Many times my answer is no, I don't. So I'd love to be able to have people within our network. So when I get that phone call, I can say, you know what, I have just the guy for you. There's this person that is serving in this role, and I think they're ready for the next step. So those are some things that we hope to accomplish with the Leadership Academy. Now, the Leadership Academy is specifically designed for people who have already completed some formal Bible training. So NMS graduates would be a great fit for that, and that's probably going to be our primary audience that is going to connect to this. But then we also have some people that have gone through Bible college or other leadership programs that are looking for their next step. But we're looking to help people take the second step after they've already begun their formal Bible training. If you're interested in this, application process is pretty simple. Basically, what you would need to do is go on the Northeast Ministry school website, and there's a place at the bottom where you can click on Leadership Academy that will walk you through the application process. Now, let me talk a little bit about the details of what this looks like. We're asking Leadership Academy students to connect with a strategic mentor. So one of the pastors on our staff would be your supervisor or your mentor if you did the Leadership Academy. And we're asking for you to serve under their leadership at least 15 hours a week in a specific field of ministry during the school year. So September all the way through May. And what you would do is you would work hand in hand with that pastor. They're going to mentor you, they're going to train you, and also give you some leadership responsibility where you're able to learn to build a team. I conduct a lot of ministry school, a lot of interviews with people coming out of college or people wanting to get into ministry, and we're filling staff positions. In these interviews, the one thing that I'm looking for is not what school did you go to, what grades did you get. It's tell me about what you've done and how you've led a team of people, how you've built a team of people to accomplish ministry. Because our calling, according to Ephesians 4, is to equip people for ministry. So when I'm hiring a staff member, I'm always looking for somebody who has shown a history of engaging people in ministry, recruiting people to get involved in ministry, and releasing them to do the work of the ministry. So what we're looking to do with every Leadership Academy student is to give them a team of people, work with them to build a team of people that they can lead, to give them that experience, because that's the key thing that I'm always looking for when I'm hiring a staff member. So let's talk about what the development would look like for anybody that is in the Leadership Academy. You would have a one-on-one meeting with your supervisor every single week where that supervisor is training you, mentoring you, giving you some instruction, and making sure you know what are your next steps in your development. We're also going to, like I said, have you in a leadership role. And when I say a leadership role, I'm not just talking about leading a small group or things like that. It's important for you to be in a role where you're overseeing other people who are doing the ministry. So not just leading people in a discussion, not just leading people in small group questions, but leading other people who are doing the work of the ministry. So that could be a serve team, it could be a group of leaders that are leading other people. But that's one of the key things that everybody involved in the Leadership Academy would be doing. Also, we're going to have, and this is what I'm really excited about, we're going to have a weekly teaching time where a lot of our NMS teachers are going to be able to spend an hour specifically with the Leadership Academy students. They'll sit down for an hour and just pour their heart out. And it won't be necessarily like a classroom setting where they stand up and they teach, but we're going to design this to be a little bit more interactive, where more of a roundtable discussion where all of our Leadership Academy students are able to sit with our teachers from around the world, whether it's from our APC staff or Johannes or some of the other leadership people from Sweden or other missions organizations that we're associated with, to be able to sit across the table from them and hear their heart, but also have the opportunity to ask some questions and really dig in deep with them. So that'll happen once a week. We'll have a training time where our NMS teachers and our staff are able to pour into the lives of our Leadership Academy students. And then we also would have you participate with some of our team meetings. So if you're working in the worship area, you'd be sitting in with all the worship leaders from Allison Park Church and hearing about what's going on, how they're training the worship leaders, how we're doing that here throughout all of our campuses, so that you can kind of catch a little bit of what happens on the day-to-day ministry. And then in addition, everybody's going to read some assigned books that we have to really help them grow and develop in their leadership. One thing that to be aware of this is we are looking to do this as an investment in all of our Leadership Academy students. There's no charge for this. So we're looking to have a partnership. We're looking to pair Leadership Academy students with a lot of our staff. And we're asking the Leadership Academy students to pour their heart and soul into the ministry that's going on, and also asking our staff to pour their heart and soul into the Leadership Academy students. We're not charging anybody anything for this, but we're looking at this as a partnership where we want to get some high-level people involved in our ministry and to be able to train them and release them into the purpose that God has for them. And we recognize that 15 hours a week is a lot of time to invest in that. So we're not charging anything for this program, but I think it's a really great opportunity to develop people into what is next for them. And our goal would be that after somebody completes the Leadership Academy, that they would be considered for open positions that we have at APC. Or that we would be able to refer them to other positions. I was just talking with someone the other day, and they said, "Hey, what are the chances that I would be able to, in this amount of time, get a full-time position or to do that at Allison Park Church?" And I said, "Hey, we're always looking to hire people, and this is total honesty. We're always looking to hire people. We're never short of positions that need to be filled. We're short of people that are ready to take on the responsibility needed to join our staff. And that's the same thing when I get those phone calls from different pastors. We're short of people that are ready to take the burden of leading a ministry and being a pastor. So our goal is that after somebody completes the Leadership Academy, that we could consider them for positions that we have open, and I'd love to be able to fill a lot of our open positions at APC with students from the Leadership Academy. So keep that in mind. Love to be able to connect people in that way. We have several different opportunities for departments, and this is kind of a key thing. If you're interested in doing the Leadership Academy, pairing you in the right ministry and with the right person is an extremely important part of the process. Understand this is not a cookie cutter program where you just sign up and then you come. There is a pairing process that needs to happen so that you are paired with the appropriate mentor that's going to be able to pour into your life and invest in you and help you get where you're going. The way that I see this is we want to take Leadership Academy students and pair them with somebody that's 5, 6, 7 years down the road from where they are right now. So if, like I said, if there's somebody that wants to be a youth pastor, I want to pair them with one of our youth pastors that are already doing what they want to do so they can walk them through those steps. So we have opportunities in the children's ministry with Pastor Sarah and with myself, youth ministry with Pastor Dave and Josh, with worship ministry also with Josh. We also have some opportunities in the young adult ministry with Kyler, pastoral ministry with Pastor Bill, campus ministry with Chris, Greg, Thomas, and Jonathan. And then we also have some opportunities with Northeast Ministry School and some missions work with Samuel. So if you're interested in this, love to be able to talk with you. Best thing for you to do is just kind of initiate some communication with us by going to the Northeast Ministry School website and applying for the Leadership Academy. You're also welcome to call the church and talk to either me or Samuel. And we'd love to be able to get you connected. Our goal really is to help everybody that is pursuing ministry just take their next step and fulfill the call that God has on their lives. Love to be able to talk with you. Love to be able to meet with you if this is something you're interested in. Look forward to that opportunity if you want to go in that direction. If you need anything, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me here at the church or contact Samuel. And we'd love to be able to just work things out with you, and love to have some of you be able to join what we have going on here and be a part of this Leadership Academy. I'll talk to you guys soon.